I'm in the exhibitor car park at IMPACT. You can see the halls behind me there, and you can see the elevated tollway behind me there. But what you wouldn't expect to see in the exhibitor car park is a bunch of BMWs, and they're BMWs that you will know. Consom Z1 there, and you will know that Jägermeister orange V8 E30 build. That is one of the most famous cars in Thailand. And the reason why I am here standing in the exhibitor car park with a bunch of BMWs is because Cars and Coffee is coming back. It's been away for a year or so, I would guess, and it's coming back to Bangkok. It's coming home, and it's coming to IMPACT. And it's going to be a mega event, 17th of September. Put it in your diary and make sure you don't miss it. The reason I'm standing in the car park today is because Consom and his team, they are shooting cars, they are taking photos to make promotional material for the event. So I'm kind of getting underfoot, and I want to get out here, mention the event, preview the event, promote it, get people to know about it. So the exhibitor car park, I mean, it's not the most cool place in the world. You don't come in here except to park your car if you're an exhibitor. But what the show is going to do, it's going to be on the loading bays. It's going to be several hundred cars laid out on the loading bays like a motor show. So it's going to be more than Cars and Coffee. It's going to be Cars and Coffee Plus, Cars and Coffee Max. I'm going to lay out a Sunday morning style motor show on there. Then I'm going to fit people's cars on the rest of it, fit people's cars in here, and the big deck that sticks out where they have the Euro car meet and other meets during the auto salon. Going to put more cars there, and if there's even more cars, going to put them over on the other side of the road. So with the good thing with IMPACT is you cannot run out of car parking spaces, and with the huge expanse of the loading bay, which when you go to the motor show or the motor expo, they have things like the second-hand car show, they have exhibitor booths out there, they have F&B out there. So it means that you're not going to run out of space. And I just got to interrupt myself for 1 minute. This Alfa 156 Sport Wagon ticks my boxes. Never seen anything that cool in the exhibitor car park before. So Cars and Coffee coming here. Stay tuned, get ready for it. It's going to be back, it's going to be big, it's going to be massive, it's going to be cool. And you can see there's a Mustang rocking up behind me. So let's rock into this a little bit. I'll poke around the car, show you what's going on, but the main thing I just want to say is 17th of September, Cars and Coffee is back. So this car is pretty famous. You'll know this 2002. It's been to Cars and Coffee before. It's been to Retro Havoc twice, and it's won awards when it's gone there. So it's got awards in Thailand, it's got awards in Malaysia, and at a Bangkok Hot Rod show last year, it looked fantastic, and it won awards there. It's also been a classic revival. And what surprised me when I spoke to the owner, he said he drove it there. And it's a daily drive. I'd seen this at shows, I've seen this winning awards, but I was a bit surprised when he said that he drove it up to Buriram. So this car gets around everywhere. Like I say, you're gonna know this car. It's synonymous with winning awards. This stanced classic Mercedes build is very, very cool, and it keeps evolving, keeps growing. Every time I see it, there's different changes on it. The wheels are changed. It looks like it's been resprayed actually. These alloy skirts as well look really good, and I like these bolts as well and the rear wing on the back. This kind of grows and evolves every time you see it. So this is going to be where it all goes on, the main show part, on this huge deck behind the halls. And the beauty is this can hold hundreds of cars and it's got a roof. So whatever the rain, whatever the sun, everyone's sheltered, everyone can hang out, chill up here, look at the cars, enjoy Sunday morning on the 17th. This is going to be like the main show area, huge. You can put hundreds of cars on here and you can see the Challenger Hall behind. And then if I just walk straight across, and man, we've got a fantastic sunset coming up. And that's one of the things I really like about working at IMPACT is you're guaranteed sunrises and sunsets that are absolutely epic. I mean, just look at that, fantastic. But anyway, this second deck that sticks out, that's also going to be used to put cars on. And then we've got the exhibitor car park down the bottom where everyone was a second or so ago when I walked up here, now moving out. And one more location in front of the Challenger Halls. Fantastic visual here in the morning, all that steel cladding, that very minimalist, that very purposeful business-like style cladding. When the sun hits it in the morning and it shimmers, fantastic visual. So now brought all the cars up onto the big raised deck that juts out behind the loading bay, behind the halls. This is a huge deck as well. Going to be able to put a few hundred cars onto here during the event. But right now we've got about 20 cars at one end, shooting them to get more visuals. So that's pretty much it. I say we've got the big loading deck. We've got this deck I'm standing on now that's raised and large, and then we've got all the car park down below. That's going to be it. And if you need it, there's an overflow opposite the Challenger. There's a huge car park there that if all these fill up, I'm going to drop them over there. So plenty of space, plenty going on. See you on the 17th. Time for me to head home.
สวัสดีครับผมส้มนะครับก็วันนี้นะฮะที่เรามาภาพด้านหลังก็คือเรามาถ่ายงานเพื่อโปรโมทงาน Car and Coffee นะครับหลังจากที่ผมไม่ได้จัดงานเช้ามาประมาณสักปีนึงแล้วครับครั้งสุดท้ายคือที่เขาใหญ่ครับเป็นงาน Car Coffee ครั้งสุดท้ายส่วนที่กรุงเทพนี่ไม่ได้จัดมาผมว่าไม่ต่ำกว่า2ปีนะฮะก็วันนี้ได้มีโอกาสกลับมาจัดที่กรุงเทพอีกครั้งหนึ่งในสถานที่สุดพิเศษมากก็คือ IMPACT เมืองทองธานีนะครับที่ของผมก็จะจัดในวันที่17กันยาครับเป็นวันอาทิตย์นะครับช่วงเช้า6โมงจนถึง11โมงนะฮะก็ถ้าใครเห็นคลิปนี้สนใจบรรยากาศคาคอฟฟี่แบบเก่าๆคิดถึงการอยากตื่นเช้าก็ยินดีครับเชิญมาที่งานคาคอฟฟี่ได้นะครับคือลานจอดก็จะมีอยู่3ลานนะฮะคือจะมีลานนี้ก่อนลานนี้เขาเรียกว่างานDelivery Bay แล้วก็มีลานข้างบนนะครับเป็น Loading Challenger แล้วก็ลานโซนข้างด้านล่างที่เป็นพื้นราบนะครับเรียกว่า Pre-Delivery นะฮะซึ่งทั้ง3โซนเนี่ยผมดูแล้วน่าจะจอดรถประมาณสัก800คันครับก็ถ้าใครคิดถึงการอยากตื่นเช้าก็อยากให้เชิญมางาน Car and Coffee นะครับที่สำคัญที่สุดก็คืออยากขอบคุณ IMPACT เมืองทองครับที่ให้เราได้มาจัดงานในพื้นที่ตรงนี้นะครับขอบคุณมากนะครับ